Okay, gentlemen, this video is for the Mossberg 22 Tactical. It's really just a plinkster inside of a polymer housing. A friend of mine brought me his. He was having problems. He can't get bullets to go past 10 or 11 rounds, 12 rounds, somewhere in that vicinity, and it begins to hang up and he can't get any more in. So, naturally, the first thing I did was I looked online to find out what other people have encountered, and I'm seeing several things. People are talking about gluing the follower to the spring. People are also talking about, if you'll see here, I've got two springs above this assist button. This assist button, you pull it down and it aids unloading the tension. In any case, some people have recommended you put both springs above this button assist. I can't say that it has worked so well. I can't say that it doesn't. I did not do the crazy glue the spring to the follower. Frankly, I just don't feel that that was worth it, especially when I started taking the magazines apart and I noticed something. And I'm going to show you here with this magazine right here. You can see that little edge right there. Right there, that little tiny little 1/16 of an inch round edge right there with a little gap in it. Okay, now when this is assembled and you look down inside that follower, you see that little piece of polymer there, that little edge. When I took it apart, and I'll show you this here one moment. Okay, so when I took this apart, I hope we can see this. I'm going to take some some photo close-ups for you. Maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. Well, let's see what we can do here. In any case, the front edge of that little lip right there is being smashed down by the lead bullets. There's even debris there where it's being pushing over the polymer, and it's happening on both sides. You can see where the bullets are actually wearing and rubbing on that little rounded edge right there. So what I did was put the two pieces together. I want you to take a rat tail file and go down inside of here. That front little edge, that lip. See how much we got? We still got more to go. Okay, I hope we can see this. Let me drop this down closer here. Okay, you can see that I've removed that little tiny lip right there at the very front of the rounded edge. That is now gone. Alright, now I'm going to explain why we're doing this, and I'm also going to explain why people are recommending that you glue the spring to the follower with crazy glue. Now, that is a band-aid for the problem, and it is in fact doing something. However, spring and crazy glue is not going to last forever. It's going to break. Crazy glue is just not the best adhesive product. But more importantly, we need to solve the problem, and I'll explain why. And then you'll understand the crazy glue and spring. This rounded piece right here, it has to go down past, once it gets down in here to the 12 and 15, 11, 12, 15 round area, this has to pass it. With that follower walking around like this, it could possibly walk up like this, especially as you're pushing down on the back end to get the bullets in. That front edge would kick and catch on that little piece that we removed. So doesn't that make sense that if you crazy glued your spring, it would help it from moving around and you would get past that little catch right there. In any case, don't worry about the crazy glue. It's only a quick band-aid fix, and it's not going to last. You actually need to remove that little notch so that your follower no longer will get caught on there. And that is the problem. Despite what anybody else has been putting up for the fix on these mags, that is not it. This is the fix. I've just repaired 4 magazines in the same fashion. I have not glued the followers. This one here was the only one where I played the spring game, putting both springs down there. I see no advantages in that whatsoever. The only way I see an advantage is removing that little lip. I would also recommend you easing back with a piece of sandpaper all these little sharp edges here. Anything that may possibly catch, just go around it. Same thing back here. Same thing along this. Any of the sharp edges, just smack them down, knock them down a little bit so there's less areas to catch. That would be another advantageous aspect of making your follower move a little smoother. Put the button in, slide it up here, open it up, slide the button, the spring in the bottom from underneath, test it. Okay, now put 2 screws in the bottom only, just to hold the assembly together. Don't screw them all the way down. Just give it a couple of turns so that you can still open up the top. You need to be able to fit the magazine in. Now take your follower, add your spring to your follower, load it into your mag. Now we're going to take this section and spread this apart a little bit and get it into here. And there we go. Now, there we go. Okay. Add your, add a top spring, or a top screw, just to hold it all together so it doesn't come apart now that you've made it this far. Screw it down, screw it down, and I'm missing a screw here somewhere. Got the shakes today. Alright. I'll find the other screw in a minute, but for now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, this is where it hangs up, 12, 13, 14, 15. Notice I'm not using the loader assist. 15, 16, 'Okay, I'm going to start using the button at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This last one's going to be a bitch. Oh, I just smashed that one. I don't know, do I have 25 in there already, maybe? I do. I already have 25. I'm not counting right. Alright, I smashed that one a little bit too. In any case, there you have it. I was able to load 16 of them by hand before I even had to use the assister. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and crazy glue your spring to your follower if you think you want to. It's just really not necessary. Any case, good shooting to you, gentlemen.